me. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I gotta do practice.
But yeah, use that one you got right now. That's the best one to go off of as far as.
Come on, bro.
There are probably like 4 receivers in there X factors.
Come on, bro. You a fucking vet, dog. What are you doing?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football. Coach, the rain is falling. The fans are soaked, but here's the
Kurt, come on, kick the fucking ball, bro.
Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the comeback player of the year in 2018, a Pro Bowl quarterback as well a season ago, Andrew Luck.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile. I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon,
come on, David, catch the fucking ball. You're a goddamn superstar, bro. You should be running the fuck out these guys.
A screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He was a sleeper wide receiver, I drafted.
A lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have.
Come on, bro. I had that bitch to bounce back. I'm killing it.
So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
Well, Andrew Luck is throwing these shorties,
coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I mean, I would re-update it, but that's going to affect everybody's draft points.
You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Let's go, punch that shit.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know.
I doubt it because you got like Tom that only plays once a night. You know, he get on late. Yeah, Justin, you're not going to get a response from until late.
Man, bro, I ain't gonna lie. At this point, bro, I'm ready to advance past his
Yeah. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And they snap him short of the 1st.
Right.
As he can only get to
come on, DK, you have to fucking jump for that.
There, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Their bread and butter.
Well, we'll have a discussion once we get closer to the Super Bowl and we get everybody's times, try to match it up good for everybody.
They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people on.
Come on, David, catch the ball, bro. You ain't called shit.
All in all, I like their philosophy.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing
oh my God, bro. You didn't have to touch nobody. That was fucking 12 yards.
And say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. from the gun, it's Brady.
What the fuck, bro? Let me fucking
This is
out of
taken
this
in. It's
fucking thing.
complete. Give him 32 on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these
Come
beautiful
on, bro.
plays.
They fucked me, bro. It would not let me fucking audible a player, dog.
Throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shane Ray charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Fuck, man.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, it's Love. Open man, the tight end falls. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field.
Oh my fucking God, he was wide open, bro. Yeah.
Somebody did.
Okay. Let me know what you're doing.
You're not going to account for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him.
Oh my God, bro. How the fuck? Come on, man.
Now Fournette takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Really nice.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run here with Vereen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
The Jets got a decent team,
so
bro. I don't know why they rank so
These
low.
punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Fuck him.
Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
What?
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide.
Come on, Edelman, catch some, boy.
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Brady now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Brady. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
The Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead,
Come on, bro. You supposed to pick up that block, Philip.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think
Come on, D, keep holding to the fucking ball.
Time about the NFL being a passing league. But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage at 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop.
Wow, how did you pick up that fucking block, bro? You pulled and ran right past him.
Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, y'all, this is incredible.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Goodwin as time expires in the 1st half. As the Ravens push further out in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here we go. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice
David.
That we've had guys.
Hold on 1 second, baby.
For some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, Brady's
incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Fucking injuries, boy, I swear.
The injury's killing me too, bro. My best running back hurt right now.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Oh.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Yeah.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the carry, here's Smith. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of...
And my running back injured now, bro.
Injured Raven down there on the field. While the training
Don't even matter. I got another 77 overall, same type of running back.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer. St. Brown. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And Walker has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards.
Dislocated it. God damn.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what,
don't matter. I keep running backs. He has 77 overall. So was the other one I got backing him up.
Primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
Touchdown.
For a Ravens touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
About time that now you can start losing. You ain't got your guaranteed catch man in there.
And now we find out the fortitude of the group because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more.
Hey,
maybe they get the first score.
I won at 21-3 right now. I'm beating the fuck out the Jets. They're going to keep that #1 pick.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26.
Oh, that's still close.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Oh, come on,
start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Hey, Goldman, thanks, Ed. Goldman is a gem on this team, baby.
And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Stuffed the run before it even started.
Into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
I've been having to open them up for playbook for these men.
Shit! Here's Locke. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup that leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Just because one running back down, we still do the same with the next.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the
Get the fuck out of here! Lamar fumbled in the end zone, bro.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Being chased out left.
7-0.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's
Man, he fumbled in the end zone, bro.
The dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up.
And I don't get no booth review, no nothing, dog.
That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's.
Missed your call? Said I missed your call.
I didn't call you.
It said I had a missed call from you. I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know. I thought he said he had a missed call from you. That's why I was calling you.
Nope, I thought I had a missed message from you and I responded.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Bye.
Completion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Dancing to his left. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, what is? Ready? They're going to need some therapy after this. Hey, goal 66. Hey, 72.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late.
I ain't got to worry about overtime over here. It's 28-3. I'm smacking the Jets. I lost to him. I know. Hey, and you lucky. I played them on All Madden. They worse on All Madden.
Points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later.
Oh, yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be
the number
2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Lott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his man. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is caught by Hearns. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Damn, I gave up a touchdown.
Alan Hearns. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Yeah, move me on up, baby.
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime,
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Jimmy.
Come
on with the interference, bro.
Nice pick.
But this throw downfield,
Yeah, we won one.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd.
Yeah, you did.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Julian
what up, bro?
Edelman, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The second.
Damn. Yeah.
So you?
Right. Oh my God.
Has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, who gave away the make point?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. What? The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
I've been in the playoffs 7-9, so you can do it and win a Super Bowl.
Play here, We're going to call timeout.
Run
the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second and a couple. Brady. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout injured player.
I just lost Edelman, bro.
We'll take a break.
No.
I done lost 3 players in this one game, bro.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Ravens push further out in front. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This nigga broke his thumb, bro.
Tucker now to add the point.
Edelman, bro, I done lost. I got Shark is gone for 24 fucking weeks.
And that will keep our score right where
Shark is gone for 24 weeks. Edelman just broke his thumb. I just lost my running back. I just lost another fucking receiver outside of Edelman, bro. Man, I'm losing people left and right. Yeah.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Oh, thank you for the face mask, baby.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Luck on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Woo! Woo, Dave, you almost scared me because he's about to pick that bitch off.
Come on, y'all they gone. You ain't going upstairs. Yeah, it got a gate. He'll be alright.
Make that nigga come again. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Completes it to Vereen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Oh,
and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for 2 here.
Oh, come on, Jacob. Keep your fucking down, bro.
He's got it. So they convert the 2.
That boy ran the motherfucker over and got out of balance and got
We're back
tripped
to a
up.
2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And this one recovered by the hands.
And he dropped the fucking ball. Come on, Kurt.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Wait, that's 380. Check 55 to mine. I got you. Shadow.
Brady going to throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Nice game, fella.
To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this. Second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet.
Oh, come on with the face mask, King. What the fuck, bro? That was uncalled for.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We're likely going into this thing. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right.
Came back with Lamar on that shit, man. 241 passing yards, baby.
As we like to say.
It's complete. Vereen.
That sounds good.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard into the 2nd down.
Hey, man. All I can tell you is when you come see me, do your fucking job, okay?
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this,
my
and you
whole
know he's
team
used
got
to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little
I got
increments.
normals out here showing out, baby.
But how about the defense playing
Fucking
situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
I just start.
On fourth down, Lock. And Lock is going.
Let's go, Bosa. Get that safety, baby.
It's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
It's too dark upstairs. John said that dog don't do dark. It's pitch black when you go straight up.
Oh, DK a star, bro. Oh my god.
Mav, you don't shut up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one deal, and then handshakes. Going deep for Walker, and that's
my whole fucking team is called, bro. Like 2
now
superstars.
whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go.
I got 1 down to play with this man, bro.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Jake 3, 218, chop. Alert! All right, here we go.
Oh. Oh, for the...
Where that damn dog go? Hey.
Hey, DK,
You better
back
sit
in the
your
running,
ass
baby?
down before I beat your ass.
Alright. Hey, Darren, I'm coming, bro.
Come on.
I'm a couple steps away from you,
You better
baby.
sit down somewhere.
Yo, how these motherfuckers got so many fucking stats,
Brady
man?
gonna look to throw. He's gonna let this go for the, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and that will write a finish to this
Good,
ball
man.
game.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I threw an interception in the game.
Go up in this one. Certainly defensively.
You lost?
Stuff that they
No, I
look
won.
at on film, don't you
I just want that touchdown.
They've got to go back
Oh.
and check where the errors are.
I'm like, man, you sound too calm about that shit.
Continue to get better at what they do.
Yeah, I'm good.
They also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many
I beat
points,
Lil Dog's
even if
ass.
you win a game, that can hurt you.
Better go lay down somewhere.
So
Come
for
here.
Baltimore, they get back to 500 now as the win
Sit your
moves
little
them
ass
to
down.
7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the season is really nosediving.